imagine moving continents, and I mean continents, not countries, and you find somebody that you went to the same school with. Like, how often does that happen? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have with me
Irene.
And Irene is actually a senior of mine from Queen's College in Lagos, Nigeria. And here we are in Ottawa, Canada. Like, what a coincidence. So welcome back. If you're not subscribed, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below, and it would be very, very much appreciated if you did. And let's just take a moment to appreciate our guest for a second, okay? All right, so basically, we're going to be talking about the trauma of boarding school. As many of you might not know, I went to a boarding school in Nigeria for about 3 years, and it was something. Let's just start with, how was your boarding school experience?
Oh well, I feel like it was an experience for sure. It was just like, I think at the end of the day, like the fact that you're young, because I started secondary school when I was, I think 10 maybe. So then when I was 10, so junior school going to Queen's College, I feel like it was definitely like a lot. And I believe they had stopped having like junior school. So at the point in which I entered going to Queen's College, they now started having junior school. So I feel like it was just an entirely new.
Oh really?
Yes.
It was just senior first?
Yeah, it was. They had like senior for a long time. So when we got in, that was their first junior school in like so many years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What?
That was their first junior school in like so many years. So I feel like just going in, and me, like, I was hyped. I was hyped to get into QC and everything, because before my parents wanted me to go to one secondary school that I already started attending. I was like, no, I want to go to QC. So I feel like just going, it was such like a different experience. I feel like I met so many people that I'm even still friends with till today, from like,
Me too.
for like 7 years or whatever. But I feel like the experience of the school, oh no.
Yeah, I agree. I went to I remember in just when I was 9, so I was like a fresh baby. Like I'd never been home from my parents. The whole experience was new. So I remember my first dorm, normally we had just one dorm, just two dorms, but I was mixed in with seniors. So we had just two, SS1, SS2, SS3. So then I remember this one senior, she came up to me one time, and then she was like, oh wow, that's a lot of provisions you got there. And then like she would like basically try to claim being a school mother to me. To like get provisions. And back then I was not intellectually sound. I hadn't like developed then.
You were still young.
It was like, oh wow, like this thing has been nice to me. I would literally give up my old box of Milo Crunchies, and like I would just be like, take it. And then I remember I had this one actual school mother. She would come to my dorm. She would like literally look at my provisions. She would count it. She would be like, okay, basically, week 1, take this, because there was something called old period.
Okay,
Then, like, you do not want to go into it and stuff. But let's just divert back to the seniors were bullies.
You're right. I agree.
Like,
I agree.
there were some times that the punish 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, they would tell you to crawl on stone.
So I was so happy to come to Queen's College, and like seeing the seniors, they were so big. Like those people looked like my mom. Like they were so big, and I'm just like, hello ma. Like you're in secondary school, so, and I feel like at the end of the day, like them seeing like this new fresh meat of junior girls, they're like, oh, junior girls, you know, because if you're in senior school, like they can like treat you, but it's like you're still in senior school. It's like this new just one babies that don't know anything. We're so small.
I think that's where it starts.
Yeah, we're so small, so they would just come to our dorm rooms, and they used to be like, now it's, I can laugh, but like then it was not funny.
It wasn't funny. I would cry every day. It was. I remember there's this one trick that seniors used to do. So basically, they would give us like 15 naira. Basically, that's like $10, right? And then they would tell you to get 4 drinks, 4 chips, 4 sweets. They would tell you to get a lot of things, and they would ask you to bring back change.
Yeah, they.
So basically, you would have to use your own money.
You use your money to buy
it.
Yeah, no, they used to do that a lot. There's one time they tell us that, okay, they used to call it Journey of No Return, right? They used to call it Journey of No Return. They were like, okay, go get the book of no return or something like that from
my
like,
God.
Get one senior.
I remember.
You go to that senior, the senior will be like, okay, go to this other person, go to this other person. So you pretty much be going around the entire school for no reason, first of all. And I feel like even in my set, because the teachers couldn't even get involved because they were scared of the seniors as well. Yeah, they couldn't get involved. Like they couldn't say anything. So even if you would like try to report them, like those seniors were big. They look like my mom. Like they were big like this. So it was like even the teachers, like even if you report to the teacher, like, oh no, you know, they're your seniors, just answer them. And I'm like, ma, I am struggling here. You're telling me to just, you know, to just answer them. So I feel like them just seeing that new fresh meat of junior girls, they're like, oh my god, we've not had junior girls in such a long time. And then they came into school. So when I believe in QC, usually they have like seniors side at that moment in time. They used to have like just the quadrangle side, exactly. Yeah. Quadrangle, which was just seniors, and then like junior school was on that side. So it now, I think recently they started mixing like in the past years, but then it was very separate. So we will be on one side, so they will come all the way from quadrangle to call us. They'll come to junior school like, oh, and they're like, they used to find it so funny. They used to be laughing because like, oh no, we're just joking with you guys. Now why are you crying? It's not that serious. They cut our dorms. I can never forget, like it used to be the wildest things that used to happen. They'll come to our doors. They're like, oh, they might just tell us to lie down. They will not. Oh yeah, they lie down. They'll flop. They're like, why are you guys crying?
Just for no reason. Isn't that wickedness?
They're like, oh, we're just joking and this, and it was even like, because I feel like once you get to like senior school, it kind of gets a bit better because
now you want to start doing it to other people.
Exactly. So I feel
then the trauma continues.
So I feel like even when you now get to senior school, and it's like, oh wow, they've been like this to me, so I want to do that to people because it's like, oh, so it's now when I want to get to senior school that this school wants to address bullying and fagging, right? Do you get what I mean? So I feel like that happened when we got to, after our set, because I finished in 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
2016. Wait, so you were...
So I got in 2010.
Oh.
Yeah.
We didn't even cross paths.
We didn't cross paths, have we? When did you get into QC?
I think, so basically I came to Canada in 2018. So that means I got to QC in 2015.
Oh, okay.
And you graduated in 2016.
Yeah.
So I wasn't just one.
Yeah. So
you were necessary.
Yeah.
What else were you?
I was in the Funjoke.
Oh, I was in the blue one. We always carried last in every inspection. It was actually like depressing. Like it was depressing. Even with athleticism, Obasa was always last blue. But I genuinely enjoyed boarding school. Actually, like the friends I made, like we were just a bunch of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. In a place with our parents, in a place with our sisters, and we had to make families of our own. There were a lot of dramas that went on, obviously. Like people would literally steal your provision, people would cut your box to get your provisions. Like I remember this very one time I was sitting on my bed, and then I don't remember how it happened, but there was something on my bed, right? I turned around to speak to somebody, and then I turned around,
it wasn't there.
And in my family, I'm the last child.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 of us. So it things like that never happened to me. That, oh, I would put something there and I will not find it again. Yeah. So I was genuinely shocked. Like in my mind, it was the most bizarre thing that could ever happen. And I remember this one time when we used to do birthdays, you would make cake out of gari. And it was actually really fun.
No, I feel like even fun. Like because of how I guess like how innocent and how like we're all scared, right? So it makes you kind of bond, and then you have friends that you keep talking to for so long. Because I know that there are friends I have from QC that like we are still like we are still tight. We might not talk every day, but I'm like, once I see them, we know like we are good because like we are pretty much family. You know, we're all suffering together. We're all sad. We all miss our parents. We're all getting bullied. So it's like we just all have that entire like close relationship. Even now, like I'm friends with people that were my seniors that moment in time, and now it's like we kind of like that time has passed, right? So it's like now we are friends and are able to build a friendship. But there are some people that I can never be friends with. Even if they come to me today,
I agree.
I can never be friends with them.
This very one senior, her face is in my head vividly. She came to my dorm, she took a mop stick, and then she was flogging people, and then she broke the mop stick on my body. I wailed. I screamed. I was like, what sort of life is this? And then, back then I went to my guardian and then I called my dad. I'm like, I don't want to go to this school again. I'm tired. Like they keep beating me. And then they went to address the senior. The senior came back again.
Yeah.
And she's like,
And then I said, oh, so you can report to me, right?
Well, you don't report. So you actually don't report, because if you're sure,
it's gonna get worse. Yeah,
exactly. I think the people that had it good were people that had seniors, like their senior sisters were in SS2 or 3. And then they would say their name. They'd be like, "Oh wait, that's your sister."
Oh, that's your sister. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if you didn't know anybody, and it's like you didn't have a school mother, someone that was actually like rating you in senior year, then like even if you report to like the guardians, they'll be like, you know what, just take it,
It's a dangerous game.
So just take it easy, don't worry about it. You'll soon be done. 6 years, so you'll soon be done. This is this.
Wow.
So I feel like that was what they would always tell people. Like,
it was actually torture.
No, it was, especially if I feel like once you get in just one, I feel like that is when you enter in just one, that is it. Because me, I got into boarding school like just one, then I left. Like I was a day student, just 1, just 2, and I came back in just 3. So it was like a lot of the bullying was in just 1, and when I got to SS1. So and the thing is that when I became a day student, it wasn't that bad because I wasn't really in boarding school. I was going back home and everything. When I came back in just 3, I was in the same room with like SS1, like senior school students, SS1 students, junior school students. I feel like a lot of that dynamic and everything. And even when I got to SS1, I feel like SS1 was when it was bad, because usually in QC we have match pass, right? They have match pass.
My God.
It's good that you left in just 3, because if you had done because the thing is that in SS1 is this 3 girls would train the SS1 girls to do match pass.
I remember. But I never experienced it because I left.
They would train the SS1 girls to do match pass. So usually, like, it's only if you want to match that you'd be like, okay, yes, so I want to match, and you kind of put yourself in that thing. But my own side, they were like, okay, you know what? Whether you want to match, whether you don't want to, everybody come outside. We must flog everybody first, and then if you don't want to match, we'll not flog you more, and then you can leave. I can never forget, like, my knee is broken till today. I can't kneel on this because they flogged me on my knee. Like till today, I cannot kneel on this. Like I didn't even match. Like they called everybody out. They were like, okay, wow. Everybody spread out. Everybody lie down on the floor. And when they want to flog you, is mop stick.
Oh yes,
is mop stick that they use to flog you. They'll pour water on everybody, and then they'll use mop stick to flog you. So they were like, okay, everybody lie down. People were like, oh, I don't want to match. They're like, okay, that's fine. Lie down. Everybody chop cane. They'll flog everybody. And they're like, okay, if you don't want to match, oh yeah, stand up. You will not chop special cane. That's okay. You can go. Like I can never forget SS people that were matching in SS1, and the thing was like it was bad. I feel like it was even worse if, like, I think the only thing that would save you from SS3 girls is if your brother was in a brother
King's
school.
College, and they come in for a and it's
yes.
If I were you,
if your brother wasn't if you had somebody in a brother school and then they liked them and like they were interested in them, then you are free from anything. You're free from any sort of like wahala. Like they wouldn't even touch you. If your brother was dating somebody in QC, they would never touch you. But just know that, like, if your brother mistakenly did something wrong to them,
they're on you.
Yeah, or like I can have one of my friends.
Yo, it's actually scary because my mom actually went to a boarding school too, but she claims ours was worse. So it's this whole trauma of boarding school, seniors being mean to juniors, people literally, trauma is actually a real thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it doesn't register in your head until you leave there and you're like, wait, I actually suffered. Like,
I feel like even just the trauma of boarding school and then growing up in Nigeria as a whole, that one, everything together, and then moving abroad and there, because it's like once you move abroad and it's like you're not having to, which is what a lot of people say, oh, sometimes when you move abroad you start having mental issues. I'm like, no, it's because
I think that's the opposite.
That's the opposite,
because you get trained.
Yeah. So it's like when you come abroad and then it's like you're not worrying about all these different things. You start to sit with yourself and realize that, oh, there are other things than like things that might be going on with me. So I'm like, when you come abroad and you start to live by when you come abroad and start to live by yourself, and you're like, oh wow.
I just remembered something. Yeah, I remember, because in QC obviously it was only girls, so at that point, a lot of girls would normally have crushes on like guys, right?
Yeah.
But in QC it was only girls, right? Okay, so then like I was deprived of that. When I came here, I actually started acting up.
Yeah.
I remember this one time in middle school. I told this one guy, "Oh, hey, I like you," right? Wait, so that's not even the worst part. And then I stopped liking him, and then I started liking his friend. And I told his friend that I liked him. And for a long period of time, I really liked the guy. But then when I stopped liking him, you know what I did? I texted him. I'm like, "Oh, hey, I stopped liking you."
Oh.
And wait, those type of behaviors actually need to be studied because coming from like a place where like it was only girls, obviously, and then I start to see guys in my school. It was like a kid in a candy shop. I was like,
even whenever we had all those things where boys from
I'm so sorry. But yeah, what were you saying again?
We're talking about like liking people and stuff like that. Yeah, because I'm like, even when I feel like like what you say, it was opposite for me because since I was in QC and I was surrounded by girls all the time and I was used to that, like when I go outside to like where the like people of the opposite sex were, like I became very, very shy. I did not know how to talk to guys.
Really?
Yes, I did not know. It was such a big thing for me because like, I was like being in QC all my life, and yes, I had like interacted with people, and yes, I've been in a relationship but it was like coming out to a place where it's like, okay, no more safe space, right? No more just girls, no more just coming out to that place. I was very, very shy.
Wow.
And I feel like in general, like I'm a confident person, but like coming to a space with guys, I became very, very shy. I did not know how to talk.
I see.
I did not know what to say because I'm just not used to the environment. So you become very, very shy. I feel like that might be the thing of going to like a one sex school.
I see.
Because you become very like, you become very like, okay, this is my safe space with other girls like me, other women like me, and then having to interact, you become very, very shy. You become very, I guess, like
interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it that way because mine was the opposite. I became bold as hell, like literally.
I was very, very shy. Like guys would try to talk to me, and I feel like also the thing is that like you are not aware of yourself because you are in a one-sex school, right? But the minute you go outside and people start talking to you, and guys start saying, "Oh, you look this, you look good," and it's like,
Actually,
do you get what you like? So you're not aware of yourself because
that makes sense.
Yeah,
But it's. I have friends from QC that I actually genuinely would invite to my wedding. Like the bond that we made was really, really strong. That like I remember you guys. I love you guys. Like I don't. Although like we don't talk often. But when we talk
for a long time.
Like it was a nice it's a nice place to
meet people, friends,
reminisce and all that.
I feel like once you kind of live, and the thing is that when it comes to Queen's College as a whole, they teach you how to be like confident and proud. It just comes with that. So it's like you find that once you, apart from all the bad stuff, you find out when you go out to the society, you're very bold. You're very, I guess they teach you to be proud as well. You're very bold, you're very proud, and you can speak, and it's like you're not scared of people, because it's like if I can talk in front of girls, then like what else, so it's like if I can be bold, and they teach you to be able to like talk and be confident. I feel like that we used to have one principal there, Mrs. Ladipo. So every time she would be like, "Oh, QC girls are this, we are this, we are this." So it's like they teach you,
elegant.
Yes, exactly.
I remember.
So it's like you always know that you are confident and stuff like that. So even when we used to go out to competition, I'd be like, "Oh my god, QC girls are so proud.
I know
QC girls are so this, QC girls are so."
That's where my proudness came from. I knew it.
Like, oh, QC girls are so this, QC girls are so that. Like, every time, even when I was a day student, people were like, "Oh my god, oh, you go to QC," they're like, "Oh,
I remember. When I came back home, I would wear my uniform around my like compound, and I would not even like take it off. It would just be like, "Look at the QC."
Oh, so you go to QC.
Look at it.
QC girls are always this. We walk a particular way. We talk a particular way. Like, so it's like you would know when you got into society. I feel like the only thing is that like obviously the trauma that you would experience, like the school environment, and coupled up with growing up in Nigeria and having to experience like also like it was such a big thing of like teacher student kind of relationship, like with the male teachers. That was such a big thing, which I feel like a lot of like people had to go through, because at the end of the day, like they are kids, right? They are kids. So it's like if you're saying, "Oh well, we are in a consensual," there's nothing like that. That's a child, So I feel like a lot of people I know, where a lot of us were like, I guess like victims to that kind of thing, where it's like, oh, this person, like this relationship with an adult male, so I'm like, I feel like there was a lot of things for that, like a lot of people that I was in secondary school with dealt with that. So coming out into the outside world, it was like, okay, you're shy, you don't want to talk to them. So I feel like there's definitely a lot of, will I say, drawbacks. There will be some good things because, like, oh, you meet people, right? There are people that you're friends with for life. You guys are bonded by blood, literally, because like you all suffer, but it's like you still meet them. As like you guys are always gonna be cool. Oh
yes, I remember that when I remember the story of Chrisland as well. Like these things, they happen on the low key, and the thing is, we don't know that this is what it's called. So then we just go through it, and then later we'll find out that
oh wow, I'm traumatized.
It was deep. Yeah, it was actually that deep. But anyways, if you were given a chance to actually go back to relive your QC life, would you say yes, like a big yes, or would you just be like, I've had enough of that?
I don't know. I feel like I'm 50-50 because like I did have fun. It was like a fun experience and everything. Like I think with QC is that like we always used to have fun. We used to have like social nights. We used to have like fun. We always used to have so much fun. But I feel like with the trauma and everything, I don't know. I feel like it's very 50-50, but I don't think I would want to go back.
I agree with you.
I don't think so.
I have enjoyed the experience.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a one-time thing that's happened.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. The friendship I cherish, the memories I would, that would last a lifetime. But to go back
and experience it again, no.
It's a big no. It's a big no.
No, I don't think so.
But it was. I remember it's one of my most cherished memories.
Yeah,
of my childhood.
I agree. Think so.
I remember this also memory. What's it called? The dining room.
Yeah.
You literally had to fight for food. You know those days when you just get like 2 spoons of soup, and then it's just sometimes it would serve us watery beans.
No.
Yo, on Sundays were the best though because they would have jollof rice on Sundays. And visiting days too as well. I remember we would sneak in some contraband. Like some people's mother would literally put food in a shoe polish. And then you would not think to take a shoe polish, but people are creative just to bring contrabands in. And so guys, we've come to the end of this little talk session. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope I grabbed some audience that maybe went to boarding school or actually went to Queen's College. It would be nice if you just said something in the comments below if you actually went there, because it would be nice to reconnect with somebody I might have known or somebody that we just crossed path. But I want to say thank you to my guests for coming in. I'm really grateful. I'm actually really grateful you came all the way. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful.
No problem.
And to you guys, thank you for watching till the end. If you didn't skip it and you watched it to the end, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.